Wow! 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 Wow!
Welcome to today's episode of Why We Can't Have Nice Things, starring India's legendary failure of civic sense. India, yes, the land where people will throw garbage next to the dustbin like it's a skill-based sport.
zoom करो वो देखो क्या शब्द है ये बताओ मुझे क्या पूजा पाठ है ये कौन से ग्रंथ में लिखा है ये करने को बताओ वाह शाबाश और पूजा संपन्न हुआ प्लास्टिक एक आ रही है और कितना रोकूं मैं
Where zebra crossings are just some fancy road art, traffic lights are some mere decorations and half of which doesn't even work. And honking is considered a love language. Today we are diving into the magical world of spit stains on walls. Uncle parking on footpaths. The land of yoga and zero civic sense. Roads are equal to public dustbins. We are the only country where people remove their shoes before entering the temple, but throw garbage right outside it.
देखिए क्या हाल हो गया 9 दिन भगवान को माना बाकी देखिए क्या हाल कर रखा है हिंदू धर्म में ये है अपने ये देखो इनको माना था 9 दिन तक इनकी पूजा करी जय माता की ये देखिए नई मूर्ति देखिए भाई गाइस क्या हाल हो रखा है देख रहे हो ऐसे फेंक के गए क्या हाल है 9 दिन
Buckle up because civics textbook died for nothing. So let's take the front row seat to the madness and break down how India's civic sense went from Mahatma Gandhi's famous slogan that is cleanliness is next to godliness to no, we need to throw the garbage right here because we are paying the tax. And why else is the cleaning guy getting the salary, right? Most of them don't even pay the taxes. Guys, I know I'm late on this topic because a lot of YouTubers have covered this topic and by now I think 50% of the nation kind of knows about all of these civic sense failures. But has it improved? I guess no. So I think we continuously need to bring this topic up so that the civic sense should be introduced not just into the government and the system but also in us, because I believe that 95% of the time we are the ones who are responsible for all the littering and all the dirt and any kind of spoiling the name of India abroad. So I guess this topic needs to be covered at most of the intervals of time, somebody has to do it. Traffic and roads, the daily battlefield. Driving in India isn't transportation, it's survival sport. Here the traffic light turns red and suddenly beep 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 beep. Everyone's horn starts a rock concert. People believe that by continuously honking, it's going to produce green light by magic. And the lane discipline. What's that? Our roads look like Tetris game made by drunk players. You'll see cars, bikes, cows, hand carts, and sometimes an uncle crossing diagonally like it's his version of Fast and Furious Home to Office edition or Office to Home edition. completely in a bad mood. People drive on the wrong side, cut lanes like it's Formula 1, and when the traffic cop stops them, sir, just 2 minutes. Just, sir, 2 minutes. Bro, your 2 minutes causes a 2 hour of traffic jam. Who's gonna sort that out? And don't even get me started on two-wheelers. Like 3 people, 1 helmet. Like, bro, what the fuck? And usually that helmet is on the kid. And one hand is texting and the other hand is driving. So multitasking king, right? And pedestrians, forget the zebra crossing. It doesn't exist. You just have to show your hand and just make your way. They cross wherever they feel like crossing, wherever their heart takes them. Even if the signal is green, let's go. God is there to protect us, right? So basically, Indian roads are the only place where everyone is in a hurry, basically to go where? Absolutely nowhere. Next, cleanliness and garbage. Bullshit. You know what's amazing? Indians keep their homes cleaner than operating theaters. Trust me, believe me, they do. But the second they step outside, it's like their sense of hygiene gets left at the door. People be like, we don't keep the garbage outside our door because you throw it on the streets, bro. Dustbins exist, but only as an ornament for municipal photo shoots. And don't forget the elite sports of public spitting. Some people carry pan in their mouth and gutka in their mouth like it's liquid ammunition, waiting for the perfect wall to create their masterpiece. And railway stations and bus stations, pure horror movie sets. Like you don't even need Halloween for those red decorations, like it's naturally built over time. Every day is Halloween in India, by the way. There is a dustbin 5 feet away, but somehow everyone thinks that tracks are the better storage for garbage.
Look at the trash though. Look at this.
Hello.
Yeah. Guess where he pushed it?
Where?
On the track.
Really? Amazing.
Unreal, mate. All of it just shoved onto the track. Yeah. You see me filming as well, he didn't care.
He weighed everything is wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the trains of India.
It's ironic because we have Clean India campaign going on everywhere, but half the posters are covered in spit stains. How am I supposed to read them? Swachh Bharat is not a mission anymore. It's a mythical creature. Public property, our free real estate. It's for everyone, right? In India, public property means property of the public. So let's destroy it together. Walls free canvas. Park benches scratched with names. Chipped with pride. Not even trees are spared in parks, by the way. Even trees are carved with something. Someone loves someone forever. Bus seats, half torn, half sticky, because chewing gums are like, forever. It exists, I think, since 5 years, stuck at the same place. We have people breaking street lights, stealing manhole covers. They don't even spare the newly constructed road. I mean, they steal the material out of the road. They're stealing screws, nuts, bolts of newly built highways. I know. And writing their phone numbers on monuments. Because why not? Nothing screams patriotism like carving your own name on Taj Mahal. We treat public spaces like that one best friend's house we don't respect. Use everything and clean nothing. And then complain. Government is not doing anything, bro. The government is supposed to do it. Yeah, government built it and you broke it. Half the time it's the public who are littering and scribbling their names or, not following the traffic rules. What can government do? Like, will they walk to each individual and teach them?
Wait, what?
Social etiquettes. Like, what's that? If you ever want to test your patience, just go to an Indian queue and try to stand there in line. Actually, never mind. There are no queues. We don't stand in line. We form creative geometric shapes. Airport, temples, ATMs. Same story. Everyone is pushing, cutting, and pretending they don't even see you. And when you ask someone to follow the line, they look at you like you are the problem. Loudspeakers on, we love them. Weddings, political rallies, religious events. Every occasion is a chance to make your entire society, your entire colony deaf. And let's not forget the phone call screamers. Those uncles in public transports, they don't even spare the airport VIP lounges. They talk to their relatives like their relatives are existing in another dimension and they are existing in some another dimension.
Hello, yeah, where are you, bro? Yeah, I'm in the train.
Yes, so is everyone else. My friend, was the grand circus of the Indian civic sense fail, staring us, the people. If you laughed, share it. If you felt attacked, maybe start using a dustbin. And don't just smash the like button, smash your trash into the dustbin. For once. Subscribe for more chaos, and I'll see you in the next disaster. Adios.
Eating nice food. చూపించు వాళ్ళకెళ్ళి చాలా బాగున్నారు అమ్మాయిలు. హాయ్ బాయ్. వాళ్ళ మొహాలు అవన్నీ దాచుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. ఓకే బాయ్. పిలుస్తుందా? వెళ్దాం. ఈ విధంగా ఏంటంటే షేక్ హ్యాండ్ కూడా వచ్చు మనం. హాయ్ బాయ్. ఓకే. You are so beautiful. ఏం లేదు అన్న, ఇక్కడ అమ్మాయిలు కూడా బీర్లు కొనుక్కొని వెళ్ళిపోతారు డైరెక్ట్గా. ఆడ అని లేదు, మగ అని లేదు, ఎవ్రీ వన్ ఎంజాయ్.